Mr. Speaker, finally, can the Minister of Justice and Attorney General be programmed, Mr. Speaker, urgently to come and brief this House on the activities of EOCO? Mr. Speaker, we are a House with oversight responsibility. Mr. Speaker, there are things that are happening. If we don't talk about it today, tomorrow, the other side may be wearing the shoe. Mr. Speaker, the Director of Communications of our party, Miracles Abuaji, was arrested and detained by EOCO at the airport. Mr. Speaker, he has been in custody for over 3 days. We are not against accountability. The country must not shut its eyes on the excesses by EOCO and Majority Leader. Please program the Attorney General to come before this House and address us on what is happening at EOCO. The human rights abuses, we will not take it as a House.
Honorable Afenyo-Markin abekasafa Miracle Abuaji nsɛmsɛm hu ɔde kɔpie mu wɔ parliament na nsɛm a ɔde to the floor of parliament na ne sɛ yɛma AG a ɛyɛ Attorney General yɛmfrɛ no embra parliament na ɔmbra mmɛkyerɛkyerɛ nsɛm mu sɛna EOCO adi ɔmodwumafa the activities of EOCO no ɔmomfa mbɛto dwa na obian hu efiri sɛ ɛkwan a ɔmode opposition party ayɛ NPP anase nkrɔfoɔ ɛfa so no entwa yie enti no ebeye a yema omumbra parliament na omumbeka amu asem ombetreche omu activities mu and the way a okasa no kire say with regards and I say with the case of Miracle Abuaji nsɛmsɛm no enu nti na sisi ade omu si enough is enough se na EOCO fo ayo omu adwuma no edoso enti no sisi ane de omu pese ombra no mbetreche nsɛm mu na obia ntibi se na omudi omudwuma fa na say omo activities ni nyina no mumfa mbeto dwa aha some media studios mesra wo say and any that they can ohwemi a we subscribe to channel amame click on bell notification icon so say na be a video bi am betumu bia no we benya notification na wa hwe we like video no na share mo we fufuro so na onhwe quickly muma enkohwe nsem a Afenyo-Markin edit to dwa embra na ye ba nsem bi kakra wo ho a ye be kan fa ho no na ya kan.
Mr. Speaker, finally, can the Minister of Justice and Attorney General be programmed, Mr. Speaker, urgently to come and brief this House on the activities of EOCO? Mr. Speaker, we are a House with oversight responsibility. Mr. Speaker, there are things that are happening. If we don't talk about it today, tomorrow, the other side may be wearing the shoe. Mr. Speaker, the Director of Communications of our party, Miracles Abuaji, was arrested and detained by EOCO at the airport. Mr. Speaker, he has been in custody for over 3 days. We are not against accountability. We are against the Rambo style. Mr. Speaker, our colleagues should not be up in arms. It can be them tomorrow. Mr. Speaker, what is happening to Miracle Abuaji is not good for our democracy. The Attorney General should come to this House and brief us of the situation. The EOCO will arrest people if the person was in the country, has traveled, he's coming, then in a Rambo style, he's arrested. Mr. Speaker, at the airport, detained for over 3 days. Mr. Speaker, and now they are demanding properties worth 55 million cedis before he's granted bail. Let's be careful, my dear political colleagues. Let's be careful, Ghanaian political leaders. It can be somebody today. There is an election ahead. You can never tell. Don't let us encourage some of these excesses. And when we talk about it, don't look at it with a partisan lens. It can be you. Today, we hear what is happening at Gold Board. There are all manner of allegations at Gold Board. We know all manner of allegations in various state institutions. You are also in charge of the coffers. You are in charge of the purse. Be careful. Don't ask somebody. He has a wife and children. Already the man was affected by the flood. He lost everything. He's already traumatized. Miracles Abuaji is already traumatized because of the flood. Then to worsen it, you detain him for 3 days and you say if he wants his freedom, he should bring properties worth 50 million cedis. How do you do this? And this is not something that must attract a partisan reaction. It is a human rights issue. The Attorney General must come to this house and brief us on what is happening. Mr. Speaker, it's not good for the politics of our country. Some of my colleagues here, Mr. Speaker, sometimes when they speak on critical issues, they get invitation to EOCO, to BNI, and all of that. We've kept quiet about it. Now it has gotten to our party executives. We shouldn't do this to ourselves. Mr. Speaker, we shouldn't do this to ourselves. EOCO can investigate.
Honorable Minority
Mr.
Leader.
Speaker, let me conclude on it.
Please conclude.
I'm concluding on it. Mr. Speaker, EOCO can investigate. EOCO can do its work with a human face. An invitation to Miracles Abuaji to appear before EOCO would have solved everything. In any event, the man was already attending upon them. Anytime they invited him, he was there. Why the Rambo star? Miracles Abuaji deserve justice. The country must not shut its eyes on the excesses by EOCO. And Majority Leader, please program the Attorney General to come before this house and address us on what is happening at EOCO. The human rights abuses, we will not take it as a house.
Next level.
Enti nsɛm a Honorable Afenyo-Markin edi to dwane a ɔkyerɛ sɛ debio ɛkwan a EOCO ani nkrɔfoɔ ɛfa so ɛwɔ krom ha no no ɛntwa yie enti na ɛbɛyɛ a ɛnde ɔmo nhwɛ na ɔmo ma ɔmo bra floor of parliament na ɔmo bɛkyerɛkyerɛ ɔmo activities ɔmo dwumadie a ɔmo yɛ anaasɛ ɔmo activities a the way a ɛkɔ so ɛfiri sɛ tisi a ne deɛ ayɛ too much enti no nsɛm a Honorable Afenyo-Markin edi to dwane Mesre also be subscribe to channel Amame. Aha Some Media Studios. Mesre also be like video nu share amo be full so ahwe. Now do wajun treso afa comment section ho e di Amame. Stay tuned for my next video.